designer, our resident globetrotter. He's bringing you the Russian emerald. And you know what? I didn't even know that you could find chrome diopside in Madagascar. So yes, you can teach an old dog new tricks. I learned something new from Jay every time he's here. We have a brilliant collection. It is all genuine chrome diopside. We have a necklace for you, and we have a pair of earrings. I don't know how long they're going to last. We do have a feature price that's also very limited. So $30 off today. Everything is on monthly interest-free payments as low as $28 a month. But tell us why we never see chrome diopside in an entire strand, especially at this size. No, not even anywhere near this price.
If you wanted to, something like this, and you're literally, if you went into a store and they had this, and it was a Siberian material, you know, a necklace like this, honest to God, would be probably, you're looking at thousands of dollars. I mean, literally, you know, it would be $5, $6, $10, whatever, $1,000, depending on where their source was, and if the material was enhanced or not. This is non-enhanced. This is a brand new mine find. This comes out of Madagascar. If you, the cool thing, it was really funny that you were saying before you tried, you tried to research Redskin, right? This would be the same thing. I came up with the football team. If you went online, I haven't gone online to check it, but I would probably relatively be pretty certain that you wouldn't find it in Madagascar. These are really new developments, and it's because of the connections that we have and all the different miners. And I have relationships that I've had for over 40 years, and people know me. And so in the mining community, people will call me just out of the blue and they'll say, "Hey, I was referred by so-and-so," right? And that's how I get a lot of my connections. This actually comes from a bunch of miners that we buy a lot of apatite. We buy different things from them, and they're the ones that actually found this rough. I was totally stoked, excited. Normally, that's why, and I always bring the rough, so that everybody can see. Okay, so you can see the rough, because this is where it starts from. I don't buy anything.
Let me hold this up for you.
It's very rare, maybe less than 1% of the time you see something. And I always tell you if I didn't personally cut it. But the reason I can talk about everything and be sincere and be sure about it is we literally go and buy. We work from the rough stock. We work from the rough materials. And so I know everything about this mine. I know where to get it. And there's not a lot of this. Again, to cut a necklace like this, you're looking at a minimum of about, we started out with a minimum of about 2.5 to almost 3 pounds of these natural crystals is where you have to start, because you have over 70% waste. Just on cutting beads, especially round beads, over 70% of the material is wasted just on the first cut.
And then they have to be sorted, selected, and then you have this beautiful graduated
and these
design.
aren't machine made. They're all hand done, so they're all handmade beads.
This color.
Yeah, they shape them.
Never seen anything like it.
But they're all finished by hand.
You're going to be so thrilled with your purchase today. Now, the necklace will sell out, and so will the earrings.
I love these earrings.